I don't know why it always seems like life moves so fast, and unless you intentionally slow down, life just keeps going. I don't know, it's like everything just blurs, you know what I mean? So I feel like solo traveling inspires me to live more intentionally. Hi everyone, Happy New Year! Today I want to share with you guys my solo trip to Miami. I had a destination wedding shoot booked here, so that's why I decided to plan some travel for myself as well. Anyways, let's hop right into the vlog. On the first day, I flew from Toronto to Miami and the flight was only around 3 hours, so I spent most of the time just reading. I've been enjoying this book called 13 Things That Mentally Strong People Don't Do because it's really insightful and it really reminds me to set boundaries and just think in a more positive, logical way. I tend to overthink a lot and sometimes I let my emotions consume me, so the book is really a reminder to overcome these mental hurdles and really just be able to think before I act. So once I landed in Fort Lauderdale, I called an Uber to drive me to the hotel. There's usually a specific section where there's rideshare pickup, so just look for that sign when you're in the airport. For my hotel, I stayed in South Beach because that's where most of the popular tourist attractions are, so if you're only in Miami for a few days, I highly recommend staying there. Hi guys, I just finished freshening up. I'm so hungry. This is my room. I'm staying at the Present Hotel right now. The rate was pretty good. It was around $100 a day. I booked on Airbnb, so it's cheaper than actually booking it through Expedia or Booking.com. So they actually charge $33 daily for a resort fee, and it's for 2 people. I asked them if they could charge me half because I'm only 1 person, but they said it's the same price regardless if it's just 1 or 2 people. So anyways, I got 2 free welcome drinks as part of my stay. You can get Sex on the Beach, Tequila Sunrise, Screwdriver, Gin and Tonic, blah blah. I don't even know what some of these other stuff are. There's also free breakfast here every single day too. It's an entire buffet. For dinner, I went to an Italian restaurant called Hosteria, Romana because I found it on a blog and recommended it as a very affordable, authentic Italian experience. I ordered seafood pasta and also a beer because it was called South Beach Blood Orange, Miami. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm in Miami, I might as well try the Miami beer. While waiting for the main course, they served some complimentary bread. It's really nice of them, but to be honest, I never really understand why people enjoy eating hard bread. Like, I just don't really know how to eat it. But yeah. The pasta was really tasty and the beer was very refreshing as well. I had fun eating my food, enjoying the music, and just soaking in the fact that I was in a different country. After dinner, I took a walk along the Esplanade, which is just a really pretty, vibrant street. Definitely not dressed correctly. Everyone else is in a t-shirt or shorts and I'm in a turtleneck and jeans. I was really full after dinner, so I decided to take a walk to Ocean Drive, which is one of the most iconic and touristy streets in Miami. Along the way, I spotted some Walgreens, and it's just funny to me how all the different Walgreens I've seen are designed very differently depending on where I am. Anyways, along Ocean Drive, there were a lot of colorful RGB buildings. It's actually such a vibe and a great spot to take photos, but I didn't bring my professional camera and I didn't want to go through the trouble of setting up a tripod and taking pictures by myself, so yeah. I feel like Miami would be a really fun place to travel with other people, but unfortunately, no one was really free to come along with me, to be honest. It's okay. I enjoy doing things alone and I really see the value in being able to travel by yourself too. Hey everyone, this is my outfit of the day. I'm wearing a white-pink combo, which are 2 of my favorite colors. I got this top in Singapore from a store called Pointe. They sell really cute clothes there. I really like the style, but I don't know why for some reason when I wear this top, it makes my arms look like sticks. Suddenly it looks very tiny. I don't know, because of this giant poofy thing. But yeah. On day 2, after having breakfast and getting changed, I called an Uber to bring me to Wynwood Walls. It was around 15 minutes from my hotel and tickets were around $12 per person. of my favorite artworks because it makes me think of an adult sharing all their knowledge and giving their world to a child. In this day and age, I feel like it's so rare to find genuinely good people, and especially adults who take care of the younger generation, you know, and not like step on them, take advantage of them. So something like this is just very wholesome, and I'm like, we need more people like this in the world, seriously. As I was roaming around and looking at the different artworks, I realized that I'm very drawn towards the night neon vibe. With the admission fee, it also included a spray painting experience, which was super cool and different. I've never tried spray painting before, so I was a bit nervous, wondering if it would explode and get on my clothes, but luckily it was a very fun, easy, and seamless experience. I was thinking, what message should I write here? And the first thing that came to me was be free, because I feel like solo traveling and just in general, my goal in life is to be free, and I hope that everyone else can have the freedom to do what they want and be happy, you know. As I was walking to my next destination, I came across a bubble tea store and I was like, I gotta go check it out. So I went inside and I got a lychee green tea. The drink was really refreshing and the coconut jelly was good, but the tapioca had no taste at all. After bubble tea, I made my way towards Museum Garage, which is a very colorful pink aesthetic garage. I walked up every floor, and at the very top, I saw some people filming some dance videos. I stayed there to enjoy the view for a little bit, and then afterwards, I walked all the way to the Miami Design District. This area is filled with a lot of artistic elements, and it's a great spot for luxury shopping. I just enjoyed walking around, but I wasn't planning to buy anything. For dinner, I went to a place called the Time Out Market, which is basically a food hub of different cuisines. I ordered some beef Japanese curry and it was so good. For dessert, I stopped by a gelato place called Konos, I'm not sure which one, but I got the Ferrero Rocher and pistachio flavor and they're both really delicious. I found this spot on a blog and I would recommend it to you guys too.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to go to the Vizcaya Museum and then I'm going to explore Little Havana.
On day 3, I bought tickets to the Vizcaya Museum on the day of online, and it was around $25 per person.
Earlier this morning I was doubting if I should come here or not because it's a bit further away, but I'm so glad I came. I'm pretty sure I would have regretted if I didn't come.
If you want to learn more about the museum, you can download their app, where they essentially break down every single room and area and explain the story behind it. I just popped in my AirPods and I really enjoyed going through the museum at my own pace. I feel like being able to understand the history behind everything made my experience a lot more meaningful. While I was here, I became more risky with filming myself because there were so many nice shots that I wanted.
Just exploring each room, also listening to an audio tour
Being able to film more angles of myself allows me to tell a better story, so I'm really happy with the result, and I hope you guys can appreciate the difference too. I spent almost 3 hours exploring everything in the museum, so after I was done, I was super hungry. For lunch, I went to a Cuban restaurant called Versailles, and I ordered a chicken dish that came with Cuban mojo, moros rice, and sweet plantains. The chicken was huge. I couldn't finish it at all, but it was super crispy and juicy. I feel like the rice was a little bit dry, and for the plantains, it was pretty good at first, but then afterwards, I think it was a bit too sweet. Low-key, I was kind of freezing inside this restaurant because they blasted the AC, but once I got my food, I was just happy to eat. You can see me slowly starting to smile as I eat more. After lunch, I wanted to save money by not calling an Uber, so I walked around 45 minutes to my next stop, which was Little Havana. At Little Havana, I went to a Cuban ice cream place called Azucar, and I got their bestseller, which was filled with cream cheese, guava, and Maria cookies. Next, I stopped by Domino Park that a blog recommended, but it wasn't that interesting, to be honest. Originally, I was gonna grab a cocktail at Ball and Chain because it was recommended as a cool spot to enjoy the vibes and drinks, but I wasn't really feeling it, so I just called an Uber to bring me back to my hotel. Hi guys, I'm gonna go to the beach today and fly the drone, hopefully get some nice shots. I tried to wake up for sunrise the past 2 days, but it was too early. I just snoozed my alarm and went back to sleep. On day 4, I went to visit South Pointe Beach, which is the southern part of the island. Miami is known for its colorful lifeguard towers, so I wanted to capture some footage here, but I didn't know that you're not allowed to go up at the top. Next, I walked along the hills at South Pointe Park, and I tried to fly the drone there because I heard it was a great spot to fly, but for some reason I wasn't allowed to take off. Continuing my journey, I made my way to the South Pointe Park Lighthouse, which was a very interesting design. For lunch, I went to a vegan restaurant called Planta because it was highly rated, but to be honest, I think I got baited by the beautiful decor because I'm not vegan, and when I ordered crab meat sushi, I was expecting something completely different. Instead, the sushi I got didn't taste like crab meat at all, didn't have crab meat, and it just tasted very healthy. They also charged for sparkling water, which I wasn't aware of, so now I know next time I should just get tap water. Anyways, after lunch, I Ubered to the Frost Science Museum because there was an aquarium there that I really wanted to take pictures of. Admission also included a free planetarium show, and I watched this one called Worlds Beyond Earth, which really reminded me of how big the universe is and how unreal it is to even be living on this earth. It's the human sundial. So I stepped on what month it is. Right now it's December and it's pointing at 2 o'clock. And right now It is indeed 2 o'clock. The top row is standard time, and then the bottom numbers is for daylight savings. So depending if it's November, like last month, then it would have been 3 o'clock. Near the end of the aquarium, I finally got to see the one spot that I really wanted to take pictures of, but it was full of people. I didn't want to disturb anyone, but I also really wanted a clean shot of this spot, so I waited for people to roll out, and once it was clear, I moved the couches to the side and filmed what I wanted, and then I put everything back. I feel like the difference between a professional and an amateur videographer is really just being able to make that shot happen. As an amateur, I feel like you would just capture it as it is and you'd be too afraid to move things around or tell people what to do. But as a professional, one of the biggest things is just confidence in directing and getting the shot that you want. Obviously, there's a polite and respectful way to go about it, but that's just a generalized summary of the difference. For me, anyways. There was also a periodic table on the first floor of the museum, and it reminded me of high school science class. I remember back then we would make jokes about potassium because it was a letter K, and when someone is dry, they say K. To end off the day, I flew the drone for a bit and then I Ubered to Dreamer where I ordered an organic acai bowl with strawberries and kiwis on top. On day 5, I finally woke up early enough to catch sunrise. Here I was able to fly the drone a bit and I was really happy because the light was beautiful. The stillness of the morning is such a calm and peaceful feeling, and it makes me want to wake up earlier to enjoy it more, but at the same time, I'm naturally a night owl, so it's really hard for me to wake up early unless I want to take photos or film something. What about you guys? Are you an early bird or a night owl?
When the sun was rising, and I'm like, damn, they really have their life figured out.
After enjoying my morning sunrise, I met up with Derek and Cece, who are wedding filmmakers and are actually the ones who brought me on board to film the wedding in Miami. Hi guys, I just moved hotels. I'm at the Confidante instead of the President Hotel right now. It was less than a 10-minute Uber ride to get here. I just finished unpacking and prepping all of my gear for tomorrow. We walked around the Miami Design District for a bit, and then afterwards we stopped by a cafe to enjoy some salad and tea. For dinner, we went to a Korean steakhouse called COTE, and I've actually tried this place once before in New York, so this was my second time trying it. Derek and Cece really enjoy having cocktails, so I feel like that's why I've been a bit more exposed to drinks as well.
Flat iron steak, and then my personal favorite, Acai, which is a marinated short rib.
All of us shared the butcher's feast, which comes with a variety of meats, banchan, salad, lettuce, egg souffle, rice, and stew. Everything was so delicious, and it really made me feel thankful to be able to do a job that I love, travel for work, and also be surrounded by good people.
We're going to bring this to a medium rare temperature, correct?
Anyways, that's a wrap on my Miami solo travel vlog. Hope you guys had fun watching and I was able to introduce you to some new places that maybe you can visit in the future too. Love and appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!